Atlantic Resolve, the U.S. Army as part of the rotation is transferring tanks to Europe and armored vehicles to South Korea. The combat team of the 2nd Armored Brigade of the 1st Infantry Division of the U.S. Ground Forces will go to Europe. This brigade is stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas. In Europe, she will take part in a lengthy mission called Atlantic Resolve. Now the U.S. Army is paying more and more attention to the deployment of its units in Europe. The 2nd Stryker Brigade combat team of the 2nd Infantry Division will arrive in South Korea. Permanently, this brigade is stationed at Joint Army Base Lewis-McChord in Washington. U.S. Army spokesman Jason Wagner said the rotation should begin around October 2022. The Armored Brigade combat team from Fort Riley will have to replace the 3rd Brigade of the 4th Infantry Division from Fort Carson in Europe. Although U.S. and NATO forces are not directly involved in the armed conflict in Ukraine, there is no doubt that this unit will be involved in U.S. military assistance to Kyiv. In particular, Ukrainian tankers can be trained and equipped at its base. Earlier, the rotation of the 1st Brigade of the 1st Infantry Division was also extended for 3 months due to events in Ukraine. The servicemen were supposed to return to the United States back in April, but the Russian special operation violated these plans. At one time, the U.S. Army had 3 armored brigades in Europe at the same time. As for the contingent in South Korea, it was decided not to move armored units here anymore. Tanks at bases in South Korea will remain as a reserve for rapid deployment if necessary, but now, instead of armored brigades, service on the Korean peninsula will be carried by brigade personnel on Stryker armored vehicles. The brigade combat team on armored vehicles will replace the combat group of the 1st Armored Division, which previously served in the Republic of Korea. The commander of the combat group, Colonel Chad Rowerman, argued in a statement that Stryker armored vehicles are a natural and justified choice, given the specifics of the landscape of the area of Korea. The officer noted that, according to the Pentagon, the American Army should be ready for operational deployment around the world. It should be able to fight in mountainous, lowland, desert and urban conditions, interacting with partner countries.